Welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how to open an image in the window we created last tutorial. So to do that, we first of all have to get aware of the fact that right after this function create window is called, that immediately after that, the entire program shuts down because there's no space in between those two commands, literally. So in order to inhibit this, we have to create an event, like an event which the window is going to respond to. So we do that by going back to our implementation, and here we're gonna define an SDL event variable like this. In addition, we also need a boolean for quit, and we're gonna set it to false. Right. So next we wanna create a while loop. So this while loop is gonna stay active as long as quit is false. So while it is false, we wanna, first of all, we want to have the creation of the window inside that while loop. So while the boolean quit is at false, we want to have the window rendered. So that means that as long quit is false, that the program won't finish either, right? I hope you can see this. So now if we want to finish the program, we have to define a poll event. So that means that we have SDL poll event, and as argument we're gonna put the reference for event variable. So let me first type it out, then I will explain it more in detail. Right. So this part here means pretty much that the window is active, like stays open as long as quit is false. And the only situation when this is not the case is when we have a poll event, which means while the poll event is, so to speak, listening to any input we put in, which is gonna be the event, right? So we do while we listen, SDL poll event, and then anything we do as an input event is gonna get this it's gonna get the value of this event. So this variable is gonna equal the value we're gonna put in as an event. And if the event type we have typed in or done or created, and if it is equal to an SDL key down, then the status of the quit variable will change to true. In basic English, it means if we do this command such as SDL key down, event quit is gonna turn to true, and when quit is going to turn to true, then this entire while loop won't be continuing and therefore finish. And SDL key down means that any key you press down is gonna be the type of event that's gonna trigger this. So if that happens, we want to have a mechanism to destroy the window, because after we've pressed any key, this entire function will come to an end, and as a consequence the main function will return 0. So before that happens though, for good practice, we're gonna destroy texture, and we're gonna free surface, SDL surface, SDL destroy renderer. So basically all the variables we created above have to get destroyed or released. Right, and SDL quit is gonna be the final command, because remember we also initialized at the very beginning SDL, which also has to quit. Right. So when we now run the program, we're gonna get a window. So the window is gonna close once we're gonna type in something. I just pressed the key and it closed. But to my surprise, oh, damn it. Right. Right here, there's a problem. I forgot to actually put in the name of the image. That's why we just couldn't see any image. So now it should be working fine. There you go. Now we have the image loaded onto the window. So in case you want to like play with it a bit, you can first of all change the width or the height of the window to the size of the image. So right now these two values, like 200 isn't the exact value of the image size. This is just something I made up. We also could like change this to like 500 and 500, and the program is just gonna like fit the image into the window anyway. So there's a lot of room to change and play, and it's for once, it depends on the size of the window, which you can like manipulate here. You can like take the surface and then get the height and the width and put them as arguments for the window size. So you'd always get a window size of the image. Or you could like have a window which is, let's say 500, and you can here specify a rectangle in which size the picture should appear. So if you have a picture of 300 and you want to display it as a 200 onto a 500 window, you can specify it here. But that's it for now. I hope this was useful. If you have any more questions or requests, you can comment or text me. Yeah. Until next time then.